Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. Landslide in Palpa buries 5 vehicles. Police confirm death of 2 persons. House panel finds irregularities in purchase of medical supplies, accuses government of misusing authority in the shady deal. Police step up action against public vehicles. Drivers found operating vehicles without passes. Global coronavirus cases top 9 million. Outbreak surges in Brazil and India. And Manchester City blow away Burnley 5-0, puts Liverpool's title celebrations on hold. And now the news in detail. A landslide in Palpa yesterday buried 4 vehicles and claimed 2 lives. The vehicles were travelling to Ridi from Butwal when the landslide occurred at Tansen Municipality, Ward number 11. Police confirmed the deaths of 2 persons in the incident. 1 person who sustained serious injuries is undergoing treatment at Mission Hospital in Tansen. According to the Provincial Traffic Police Office, a tanker fell 300 meters below the road due to the landslide, while a truck was completely buried by the debris 20 meters below the road. Likewise, a car and a jeep were half buried by the landslide along the road. Police, army and the locals were involved in rescuing the survivors. Health authorities confirmed 535 new cases of coronavirus in the country yesterday. Among the newly infected persons, 461 are male and 74 are female. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, a total of 9,561 persons have been infected with coronavirus in the country till date. Spokesperson at the ministry, Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, confirmed that 535 new cases were reported in 28 districts yesterday. So far, coronavirus has spread to 76 out of 77 districts in Nepal. Among the infected, 8,667 are male, while 894 are female.
जम्मा 74 महिला र 461 पुरुष गरी 535 जना संक्रमित भेटिनु भएको छ र हालसम्म जम्मा 894 महिला र 8667 पुरुष गरी जम्मा 9561 जना संक्रमित हुनुभएको छ।
Meanwhile, 370 persons were discharged from hospital yesterday after recovering from coronavirus. According to the ministry, a total of 2,142 persons have recovered from the disease so far. The death toll from coronavirus has reached 23. At present, 90,730 persons have been kept in quarantine facilities across the country, while 7,789 persons are undergoing treatment in isolation in various hospitals. A parliamentary panel has found that the government abused its power in the purchase of medical supplies for the prevention of coronavirus. The Public Accounts Committee of the lower house has raised questions regarding the hiring of a 3rd person for the purchase of medical supplies. During a meeting held yesterday, Chairman of the committee, Bharat Kumar Shah, said that the deal clearly indicates abuse of authority as the government appointed an unrelated person to head the purchase instead of the department chief. The committee also found that the government asked for quotations from the suppliers only after signing the agreement and finalizing the deal. Shah also noted that the evaluation committee had no role in finalizing the purchase deal, while the government did not consult with experts and health advisors.
लागत अनुमान तयार गर्दा नेपाली रुपियाँमा गरेको र सम्झौता गर्दा युएस डलरको दरमा सम्झौता गरेको, जसले गर्दा मूल्यमा तलमाथि देखिएको। ओबीसीआई प्राइभेट लिमिटेडसँग स्वास्थ्य सामग्री खरिद गर्न सम्झौता गरेको र 2076-12-20 मा म्याद 2 दिन बाँकी हुँदै खरिद सम्झौता रद्द गरेको र कालो सूचीमा राख्न पीपीएमओलाई पत्राचार गरेको, तर उक्त कम्पनीबाट मन्त्रालयलाई भएको क्षतिको आकलन नगरी क्षतिपूर्ति भराउने काम नगरेको, गैर कानुनी रूपमा लागत अनुमानभन्दा बढी हुने गरी 828 रुपियाँ 67 पैसामा ओबीसीआई प्राइभेट लिमिटेडसँग खरिद गर्ने सम्झौता गरेको।
Although the retail price estimate of N95 mask was rupees 462.50, the government signed an agreement for the mask with Omni Group at rupees 828.76 per piece. The deal was put on hold a month ago before the deal was finalized because the government authorities had agreed to purchase the same mask for rupees 648 when the maximum retail price was just rupees 265 as per the initial estimates. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The Vehicular Accident Minimization Subcommittee of the Development and Technology Committee of the Lower House yesterday submitted its report on accident minimization to the full committee. The coordinator of the subcommittee, Ganesh Pahari, submitted the report to the Development Committee yesterday, proposing that a Road Safety Council be formed to reduce road accidents. In the report, Pahari further added that the substandard road infrastructure, blatant disobedience of traffic laws, inexperienced and uninformed drivers are the reasons for recurrence of accidents. He further pointed out to the need of full cooperation between various government agencies to help reduce road accidents. The subcommittee, headed by Ganesh Pahari, consisted of Gauri Shankar Chaudhary, Durga Paudel, Yagyaraj Sunwar and Rangamati Shahi as members. Due to the risk of a coronavirus infection, in recent days, police have tightened security checks at various entry points of Kathmandu. Police stepped up security checks after transportation entrepreneurs commenced bus service without acquiring the required passes. Police yesterday seized 4 public vehicles from Thankot, the main entry point into the valley. The vehicles that arrived from Jhapa and Nepalganj were impounded by the police after receiving complaints of exorbitant ticket prices. Police have also initiated action against 3 drivers for allegedly operating transportation service without obtaining pass and for carrying passengers without coronavirus test reports. Vehicle entry into Kathmandu will be further tightened and supervised in coming days, the police have informed.
को सम्बन्धमा चाहिँ यसलाई अझ हामीले कडा गरेका छौं। अब त्यो जुन पास बेगरको त्यसमा पनि प्यासेन्जर बोकेको त्यो छ भने लकडाउनको उल्लङ्घन हो। लकडाउन उल्लङ्घन गर्नेहरूलाई त्यसै अन्तर्गतको कानुन अनुसार कारबाही हुन्छ, सम्बन्धित निकायमा बुझाइन्छ र हिजो भएको पनि त्यही हो।
A joint team of traffic police and civil police seized 4 public vehicles on different dates from Nagdunga entry point for hiking up the travel fare. Police have also detained the drivers for further investigation.
कतिपय चाहिँ मान्छेहरू थाहा नपाएर पनि छ। अर्को चाहिँ के छ भने अब गइहालौँ न एक थोक उपाय होला नि भन्ने हिसाबले पनि आएको देखिन्छ र कुनै चाहिँ के स्थिति छ भने यही जिल्लाको चाहिँ जुन काठमाडौँ उपत्यकासँग जोडिएका जिल्लाका मान्छेहरू हैन त्यो चाहिँ नजिकै गाउँको नजिकै ठाउँबाट चाहिँ त्यहाँ आउनेहरू पनि हुन्छन् र अब अहिले हामीले चाहिँ के छ भने नाकाहरूमा त्यो नजिकको जिल्ला होस् नजिकको गाउँ होस् या टाढाको होस् पास बेगर छिर्न नदिने भन्ने चाहिँ जुन हामीलाई आदेश छ त्यही बमोजिम नै हामीले हेरिराखेको हुन्छ।
Traffic police have issued stern warning against anyone carrying passengers in public vehicles without extra passes and charging extra fare during the current crisis. And now the news from the economic front. Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli met with office bearers of the Confederation of Nepalese Industries yesterday. During the meeting held at Prime Minister's official residence in Baluatar, Chairperson of CNI, Satish Kumar More, informed that Prime Minister about the problems faced by the industrial sector in the current scenario and suggestions to overcome such obstacles. Chairperson More also requested the Prime Minister to make efforts to protect the industry's enterprises and businesses as full and partial lockdown took massive toll on the operation of the industries and enterprises. Chairman More recommended Prime Minister Oli to come up with special policies for the revitalization of the national economy. Prime Minister Oli assured the government will focus on uplifting the economy in collaboration with the private sector, CNI informed. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Global cases of coronavirus surpassed 9 million yesterday, Reuters reported. According to the news agency, Brazil and India grappled with a surge in infections, and the United States, China and other hard-hit countries reported new outbreaks. The first case was reported in China in early January, and it took until mid-May to reach 4.5 million cases. It has taken just 5 weeks to double to 9 million cases, the tally shows. The United States leads the world with the highest number of infections at about 2.2 million, or 25% of all reported cases. The tally shows the disease is spreading fast in Latin America, which now accounts for 23% of all cases. Brazil has the second most cases behind the United States, and India is on track to overtake Russia as the third most affected country by cases. Global deaths stands at over 464,000 and have doubled in 7 weeks. China is trying to contain a fresh outbreak in Beijing. Still, there are bright spots such as Spain reopening its borders, death rates plunging in the former hotspot of Italy, and Greece welcoming a return of foreign tourists. Indian and Chinese military commanders met yesterday to try to ease tensions at their disputed Himalayan border. According to Reuters, the public mood hardened in India for a military and economic response following the worst clash in more than 5 decades. Major Indian traders called for a boycott of Chinese goods. The Indian state of Maharashtra put 3 initial investment proposals from Chinese companies worth 50 billion rupees on hold just days after signing the agreements. India said 20 of its soldiers were killed in a clash last Monday with Chinese troops in a major escalation of a weeks-long standoff between the nuclear-armed Asian giants in the Western Himalayas. An Indian government source said commanders met in Moldo on the Chinese side of the line of actual control. During the meeting that lasted several hours, the Indian side reportedly pushed China to withdraw its troops back to where they were in April. China, in previous rounds of talks, had asked India to stop all construction work in what it says is Chinese territory. And you are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Phil Foden and Riyad Mahrez scored twice as Manchester City thrashed Burnley to ensure Liverpool will have to wait a little longer to wrap up the Premier League title. The first half goals saw City on their way to a comfortable win at the Etihad Stadium, with youngster Phil Foden's superb long-range strike breaking the deadlock before Mahrez's double just before the break. The Algerian Mahrez's fine solo effort made it 2-0 before he added another from the spot after Burnley captain Ben Mee fouled Sergio Aguero, with a penalty being awarded by the VAR. After the win, Pep Guardiola's side are 20 points behind the leaders with 8 games remaining. If the defending champions had dropped points against the Clarets, a win for Liverpool against Crystal Palace at Anfield on Wednesday would have seen them officially take City's crown. Instead, Jurgen Klopp's side must beat the Eagles and then rely on City dropping points against Chelsea on Thursday if they are to clinch the title before they visit Etihad Stadium on 2nd July. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Landslide in Palpa buries 4 vehicles. Police confirm death of 2 persons. House panel finds irregularities in purchase of medical supplies, accuses government of misusing authority in the shady deal. Police step up action against public vehicles. Drivers found operating vehicles without passes. Global coronavirus cases top 9 million. Outbreak surges in Brazil and India. And Manchester City blow away Burnley 5-0, push Liverpool's title celebration on hold. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.